First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle by Nick Vigil. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. This is right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Colts nothing. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He was brought down by Shaq.
Pardon, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Foreman, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum, but get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brings up second and
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They run the counter. It's Patterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
2-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll go for it. Burrow. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down, Patterson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
The score, Colts 13, Lions 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 45-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got this down to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 35.
Complete to
A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
Play. First down, Indianapolis.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Patterson. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Thompson. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
21. Lions 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Draw play, Elliott. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Complete.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He catches so many balls, sometimes we may take him for granted. We're not taking that last one for granted. He's now at 1,400 career receptions.
I'm trying to break this down to something I can actually comprehend. Okay, if you have one season of 100 catches, that's an incredible achievement, right?
Yes.
How about the equivalent of 14 seasons of 100 catches?
Absolutely sensational. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go play action. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
28. Lions 7.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Colts pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Foreman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He was brought down by
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
35. Lions 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. At the 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage.
And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the play goes goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 39-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Burrow will throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
1st and 10.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. The interceptor. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.